Divine Light on Daily Walk. September 16th. But he, being full of the Holy Ghost, looked up steadfastly into heaven, and saw the glory of God. Acts 7:55. This transformation, this glory is seen in such a man who was called to be a minister. This glory comes at the end of such life. In case of Stephen, it is very short life and ministry. That ministry was towards God and towards his church. Moreover, also remember that this ministry was very simple in the beginning. Hence, these people were not angered due to the personality of Stephen or due to its history, but they were afraid because of the newly exhibited God's power in him. They were putting false accusations on him, but his face was shining. It was totally contrary to what we think. People's faces shine when they are pampered instead of being criticized. What people saw was contrary to nature. That glory was the glory which God desires to give. This means that it was something which they could not comprehend, however, it had power to bring them under judgment. Therefore their hearts were cut and they gnashed their teeth. Acts 7:54. Eventually they could not sustain before this servant, they could not bear his presence amongst them. Now, with respect to God, the glory comes at the end of the ministry. We might have many wonderful experiences in life and seeing God working in amazing ways, we might be enticed to say, this is the glory. But God says, no, there is something better further, something more. This becomes very clear from the experience of Moses. First he saw the Lord in bush, Exodus 3. Later on, he went on the Mount Sinai along with elders of Israel and they saw God of Israel, Exodus 24. After this, for a while, he alone went on the mount amidst clouds and there he saw the glory of Jehovah, Exodus 33. There he was given certain instructions, and then when he returned to them, we are told that his face shone, Exodus 34:30. But still something more was to come. When all the instructions were literally implemented and tabernacle, when it was set up as God's dwelling place, it is written that the tabernacle was filled with the glory of God, Exodus 40. That is the perfection of glory, and it speaks of fulfillment of God's plans. When the Temple of Solomon was finished, similar event happened, 2 Chronicles 5:14, and we can say that in the scriptures, the word glory is used, at least in relation to man and the earth, only when God's model and plan are fulfilled. Glory is not a vision or an amazing feeling. It is with respect to God's plan, and if we want to have the wisdom and experience of this glory, it is necessary that we should bring ourselves completely in God's map and plan.